Moon cycle spiritual meanings. This is all about connecting the cycles of the moon to the opportunity of transformation that they represent. The first moon phase that we are going to dive into is going to be the new moon phase. This is the point in the sky where the moon is not visible. It is back into the void, back into the darkness. Some themes around the new moon period are intention setting, new beginnings, fresh starts, initiations, and journeying within. So the new moon phase is the point where we decide where we are going to go. We make a declaration, we make a statement, we begin envisioning how we want our life to be for this new cycle represented within the moon cycle. This is the beginning. Where do we go from here? This is what we are deciding and contemplating over and establishing during the new moon phase. Some rituals for this phase are letters of intention, and that looks like writing down what you want, making a list, putting down on paper what is in your head. Another ritual for this phase is going to be a burning message activation. So this looks like taking that statement, that letter of intention, even whatever you're writing down, the list that you've made, the fresh start that you want to have. You're going to use fire within this ritual to activate that message and send it out into the universe, putting that frequency out there of intention and putting an action towards making those intentions come into realization. The waxing crescent moon phase. So during the waxing crescent moon phase, after we set our intentions in the new moon, the themes for this phase are growth, determination, discipline, and affirmative actions. Affirmative actions means taking the first step. In this phase, it's about organization and taking the first steps on the path toward your intention. Some rituals for this phase are self check in session, and that could be any time of day that you designate, any length of period, and you are just checking in with yourself, asking yourself how you feel. Where do I feel like I'm at spiritually, mentally, physically? Do I still resonate with the intention that I set, or do I want to make a new one? Another ritual is devotional affirmational routines. So this looks like creating affirmations specifically designed to embody the energy of the intention. Another great idea is creating affirmations in the sense of the manifestation or the intention already being realized. The next moon phase in the cycle that we're going to discuss is the first quarter moon. Now, some themes for this phase are action, obstruction, momentum gaining, obstruction of manifestations, and overcoming challenges. This is the point in the cycle where you begin to have to overcome something to get through the other side for the realization of your intention. This is where we see the blocks. This is where we see the point of perseverance. What aligned action can you take to overcome the challenges so that you can continue on the path of realizing and manifesting your intention? Some rituals for this phase are spiritual bath for purification, Anytime you're going through challenges or dealing with blocks and obstructions during a purification bath can be essential to clearing the way. Another ritual is lighting a roll opener candle. And for the same reasons, when we're dealing with blocks or we're anticipating challenges, doing a roll opener candle basically lays out the pathway, clears everything that is in your way and obstructing that intention from coming into realization. The waxing gibbous moon phase. So for this phase of the moon cycle, the themes are development, adjustment, refinement, consistency, and realignment. So after coming through the phase of overcoming challenges, this is the point where we realign, we fine tune the details, we figure out what works, what doesn't work, what do we need to leave behind, what do we need to keep. Some rituals for the phase are meditation moments, and meditation is going to help promote a safe space for development and refining things, and also realignment. Doing a consistent routine during this period helps promote the energy of consistency with pursuing your intention as well. Free writing sessions are great rituals for just free flow of thoughts, emotions, getting things out, expressing things without judgment, putting it out all out on paper so that you can look back and adjust what is needed. The full moon phase. So some themes from the full moon phase are going to be fullness, culmination, breakthrough, and release. This is the point where, it all has been leading up to here. This is the time where all of the effort we have made has been collected into this space. Some rituals for this phase are house cleansing and doing a breaking ceremony. So, house cleansing during a full moon period is really about so much energy being taken in, so much energy being collected throughout the cycle, throughout the different phases. This is where we can clear our spaces, clear our temples, clear our homes and our environment so that we can make sure what's left is only the things that have been fine tuned for the next stage of the journey. A break-in ceremony looks like taking a physical object, writing a message on there, and breaking it. A lot of times people will use plates and dinnerware for breaking ceremonies. But the intention behind a breaking ceremony is release and breakthrough. The waning gibbous moon phase. Some themes for this phase are realness, introspection, sharing of knowledge, transitioning back to darkness, and that's getting ready to transition back to darkness, letting go, and gratitude. So after we have released during the full moon, we have experienced a breakthrough. This is the point where we can be real with ourselves. And you get real with yourself through introspection, through sharing with what you've learned, which provides space for kind of like a communal conversation in which you can be more introspective. This is where you let go of what is residually left over from the full moon phase and give gratitude for what you have, for where you are, and for the journey so far. Some rituals for this phase are a self-love candle and a gratitude list. So anytime we're going through introspection and we are actively trying to be authentic and real with ourselves, it is great practice to initiate some type of gratitude and compassion within that work. So a self-love candle is great for the compassion aspect while we're, keeping it real. Gratitude lists are great ways to not only express gratitude, but to let go as well. Letting go of themes like lack and scarcity, which make us feel like we haven't done enough during the cycle, which makes us feel like we haven't accomplished enough during the cycle. Making a gratitude list gives you the opportunity to see all the great things in your life that you have to be grateful for. The last quarter moon phase. So this is the moon right before we go back into the new moon. The themes here are energy clearing, reflection, reassessment, and forgiveness. So after we have come through, we've done our introspection, now we can reflect, we can reassess how we want to move forward in the next cycle. That means thinking about what worked, what didn't work, what our journey was like, what our actions were like, just an overall assessment of the journey. Forgiveness. Sometimes we go through the cycles and things didn't turn out how we want to. Sometimes we didn't put in the effort that we want to, or it didn't come to fruition like we thought it should. This is an opportunity to express forgiveness with yourself, show yourself self-compassion so that you can go back into the new moon released and removed of any type of obstruction as far as how something needed to be done, because things don't need to be done in a certain type of way. The journey is all about the effort, it's all about the steps. It is much more less often about the destination. Some rituals for this phase are sound baths and frequency sessions and journaling. So sound baths and frequency sessions are great for energy clearing. Frequency sessions help you align with specific desired frequencies, and sound baths are really good for using those frequencies to clear. Journaling, of course, is great for reflection. There's nothing quite like reflecting on paper and being able to read that back to yourself in real time. Journaling helps with reflection and reassessment. I hope that you have enjoyed this video on the moon cycle spiritual meanings. If this has resonated with you, please leave a comment below and read the description box for other offerings.